Hi, this is Mr. Knowles, and this video focuses on helping students with a couple of word problems that are multi-step word problems we've been practicing in class. Let's get started with that. Grand Canyon National Park covers an area of 1,902 square miles. It is 1,673 square miles larger than Zion National Park. Yellowstone National Park is 1,569 square miles larger than Grand Canyon National Park. What is the area of all three parks combined? And I put a couple of extra parts in here just to help students understand this is a multi-step problem. So let's look at A first. Draw a tape diagram representing the problem. Okay, well, what do we really know? Without doing any math, we know that Grand Canyon National Park is 1,902 square miles. So I'm going to just write GC for Grand Canyon. And I'm going to draw this long, not super long, but just a rectangle. And I'm going to write inside that number that represents its area, 1,902 square miles. All right, let's look at the next park. Zion National Park. It starts with a Z, so I'm just going to put a Z for Zion. And the sentence after that says it is 1,673 square miles larger than Zion. And the it that they're referring to is the Grand Canyon in the sentence before it. So if I were to draw a tape diagram, I would make it smaller because I know it's smaller than the Grand Canyon. I don't know what it is yet because I have to figure that out. And how I figure it out is I subtract the 1,673 from the Grand Canyon's number to figure that out. Then I'll know what Zion is. We have one last national park. Yellowstone National Park is 1,569 square miles larger than the Grand Canyon. Okay, I'm going to put a Y here for Yellowstone. It's larger. So this tape diagram would be longer than the Grand Canyon because Yellowstone is larger. And I do have a little bit of information that I know part of the number is this, 1,902 plus that other number up above, 1,569. And those together will give me what Yellowstone is. Now look at what the question's asking. I'm going to erase all these things. The question's asking us, what is the area of all three parks combined? Well, we got a couple steps before we can solve that, but basically our final answer is going to be the total area of these three parks. So the total area of all three parks. Okay. Well, to figure out Zion National Park, I need to take what the Grand Canyon is, 1,902, and subtract 1,673. I'm going to let you figure that out at home. And then Yellowstone. To find the area of Yellowstone, I need to take that 1,902 and add it to the 1,673. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to get a total. I'll let you do that at home as well. Now for D, when you figure everything out, you're going to take your number for the Grand Canyon. What's the area of the Grand Canyon? You're going to add that to what you figured out for Zion, and you're going to add that to what did you figure out for Yellowstone, the area. By adding those three numbers together, you will get the total area. And I'll also let you do that at home, but hopefully this is helpful to you. There's one more problem on the back side of the paper. Number 2. A marine biologist is studying migrating whales off the coast of California. Part of her research is recording the weight of the whales she observes. A humpback whale weighs 8,200 kilograms. An orca weighs 3,500 kilograms less than the humpback whale. And a blue whale weighs 2,010 more kilograms than the humpback whale. What is the total weight of all three whales that the marine biologist observed, I should say. It's really similar to the problem on the front side. So we have a humpback whale. I'll write an H. And I think we know how much that whale weighs. We do. That whale weighs 8,200 kilograms. So I just wrote this down because they tell us what it weighs. Okay, if I look at the next part of that sentence, an orca, which is also a killer whale, an orca weighs 3,500 kilograms less than the humpback whale. That less than is a clue. It sounds like a subtraction problem. So I'm just going to put an O for orca. And its bar would be smaller because it weighs less. I don't know what it weighs yet, but I do know if I take away that number they told us, 3,500, then I will know what the orca weighs. I will be able to solve what this is. The last one, there's a third whale. The blue whale weighs 2,010 more kilograms than the humpback whale does. So we have a blue whale. It weighs more than the humpback. So its tape diagram piece is longer. And I'm just going to bring down the length of that humpback whale. And I know that the blue whale weighs 2,010 more than what the humpback whale weighs. So together, that gives us what the blue whale weighs, which is an addition problem, right? And I believe they're asking us that question, kind of like the other side. What is the total weight of all three whales? So we're trying to figure out the total weight of all three whales. Total weight of all three whales. Okay. Well, we already know what the humpback weighs, right? We had to figure out what that orca weighs. And to do that, we take what the humpback weighs, 8,200 kilograms, and we subtract 3,500, and we'll get our answer. And I'll let you do that at home. The blue whale weighs more than the humpback whale. So this is what the humpback whale weighs. The blue whale is larger by 2,010 kilograms. It's an addition problem. And I'll let you solve that at home. After you solve those, then you'll have a number for the humpback whale. You'll have a number. Actually, you already have a number for the humpback whale. You'll have a number that you solved for the orca. I'll put an O. And you'll also have a number for the blue whale. I'll put a B. And if you add those together, that will give you your total that you're trying to solve. And I'll let you figure that at home as well. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you need help, just send me a message or send me an email. And take care, and see you in class in a couple of days.